you will learn during this phase that you are worth it and you come first. Your needs come first. Even if it makes somebody else unhappy, you have to be willing to risk this relationship because your peace is more important than anything else. Hi bestie, and welcome to a new Tea Talk with Adama, where we discuss mindset, business and everything in between. I upload a new podcast every Wednesday and a Tea Talk every Thursday, so subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss anything. Today I want to talk about a feeling that affects every entrepreneur no matter which stage they are in, which is loneliness. Because becoming an entrepreneur is not something that is always peak and sunshine. It is also hard at times to feel like you are on your own, trying to build something that is so important and meaningful to you. So I wanted to address this topic today. So sit back, relax, and let's spill the tea. So when it comes to starting your own business, you have to understand that you will go through different phases, right? Or you can also call them seasons. So the first season you will step into is a season of self-development and personal growth. This is when you finally realize what is your purpose and why you want to start a business in order to fulfill this purpose. So during your season, you will learn and probably mostly unlearn a lot of things about yourself and the belief system that you carried through life until now. Whether it is that you are not good enough, that you don't have the confidence it takes to show up on social media, that nobody is going to buy from you because they don't know you and you are not an expert, so on and so forth. So this season might be hard because it will shatter your beliefs completely. And this step is absolutely necessary because you need to knock down all these limiting beliefs in order to start from scratch and build solid foundations for your business. And as I always say, mindset is as important as a strategy, if not more. So definitely during this season, you might feel kind of lonely, even if you still have your friends around you, because if they are not entrepreneurs themselves, they are not going to understand what you are going through. And that's okay, you don't have to blame them for this, but you have to understand that this is likely to happen, especially during your first years in business. Also, when you grow into the version of yourself who will be a successful entrepreneur, you will also realize that there are some relationships and friendships that don't serve you the same because you have changed and evolved and you need something else. And so again, it might seem lonely because obviously if you have friends and people that you love, you want to take them with you on your journey, right? If you feel like this is a journey towards more abundance, more wealth, more joy and happiness and freedom, you want to take people who matter to you with you on this journey. Unfortunately, everybody has a different journey and a different path to follow. So you might have to let go of some people basically just because they are following their path and you are following yours. And so it might be hard and it might feel kind of selfish, especially if you are a people pleaser and you are trying to change that. But you have to understand that there's nothing wrong with following your purpose and letting people find their own way as well. So during this season, some friendships and relationships may end, and you have to prepare yourself for that. That's something I feel like we don't talk about enough as entrepreneurs, like all the things that you have to sacrifice and get rid of in order to step into the next level that you are trying to reach. And so yes, this is definitely going to happen. And if you are in a case where you feel like you are in a toxic environment, you don't have real friends and maybe people who try to push you down instead of lifting you up, then you might have your entire inner cycle imploding. And that is also something painful to go through, especially if you have an history and long-term friendships that just collapsed from one day to another. And so you might feel like, okay, I don't have any friends anymore, like nobody gets me. I chose myself and decided to end some toxic relationships and friendships, and so now I'm on my own, so what do I do now? And so I want you to know that even if it feels hard and painful right now, There's a reason why this is happening. If you want to be able to focus on yourself and build something that is meaningful to you, which will allow you to follow your purpose, then you have to spend some time by yourself and give back to yourself all the love, energy, and support that you used to give to people who didn't reciprocate it. So this is going to be a season of self-love and discovery as well, learning how to say no, learning how to choose yourself first instead of trying to appease people's needs. You will learn during this phase that you are worth it and you come first. Your needs come first. Even if it makes somebody else unhappy, you have to be willing to risk this relationship because your peace is more important than anything else. My advice, if this happens to you, is to become your best friend. Always support yourself the same way you would support any of your friends because you are deserving of that as well. And one thing that is important actually in everything that you do is to remember that anything that you want somebody to give you, you have to give it to yourself first. Whether it is love, support, encouragement, and positive affirmation, you have to be able to give it to yourself. And that's why this season for me is more about building the right mindset more than actually jumping into the business and marketing strategy. Alright, so now that you have embraced loneliness and that you see all the blessings that come with it, at some point you will want to build your tribe and find people who you connect with on a higher level and who you can relate to. So that's when you have to join some online communities of like-minded people. Also go to meetups and conferences around your niche and industry to meet other entrepreneurs who might be more advanced in their journey, so they can give you some advice. You can find mentors this way. You can find new business besties as well. So this is a great way to meet new people who are actually going through the same things, and so they will understand you and you won't have to feel like you have to justify your life choices. And so that is super important, whether you do it online or in person. Slowly try to build your tribe of like-minded people and making new friends who are at the same wavelength as you are. And that helped me a lot, especially because I started my business in 2020 in the midst of the pandemic. And so basically all the support that I could get, because I was living abroad by myself, was online. And so I joined a lot of online communities. I met some amazing women, and that's also how I got my first clients. So definitely get out of your shell and your comfort zone. I did that as an introvert, so you can definitely do it as well, because if you're like me, you like your alone time, and it will actually take you more effort to go out there to meet people, but you have to make it an habit as well, because it is part of your growth and of your journey. You have the opportunity to build a new inner cycle and build great new relationships as well. If you are an expat or a digital nomad, I shared in a previous video how to network and make new friends abroad. So definitely watch it if you want to get some ideas, and I will link it in the description below. And honestly, that's an amazing experience that I would recommend to anyone who needs a fresh start. So if you are also looking for a community of like-minded expat girl bosses and digital nomads, and you want to start building your side business while working a 9-to-5, then I would encourage you to check out my new course, 3 Steps to Launch Your Side Business while working a 9-to-5, even if marketing and selling isn't your thing. We will go together through 3 steps to help you build your side business with ease. The first one is identifying your profitable niche and ideal client. The second one is crafting an irresistible offer who answers your ideal client's needs, and so this is what they will be ready to pay for. And the third one is learning how to promote your services for free using content marketing and social media. So if you are interested in knowing more, check the link in the description, and you can also send me a DM if you have any questions. I'm always only one DM away. So feel free to do it, and I can tell you that way if it is something that will be a right fit for you or not. Also, by joining this course, you will join a community of like-minded women who are going through the same things, who want to do the same things. They also live abroad as expats or digital nomads. So if you aspire to be one and you don't know which destination to choose, you can also ask the women in the community. And so that's also something that was missing for me when I started my business. Like, I was trying to join as many communities as possible, but I didn't find a specific community for digital nomads and expat women who have a service-based business and who have the same mindset, like having more freedom to do what they love, spend time with their family and traveling and so on. So that's why I wanted to create that also as part of this course, because I know it would have been so beneficial if I had it from the start. And I'm so excited that I'm able to create this platform for other ambitious women as well. By the way, if you have anything else that you want me to include in this course or in another one of my services or programs, you can share your thoughts with me. I'm happy to take any insights that you have, and it is always helpful to know exactly what I could do to help you build a successful online business and improve your experience as a new entrepreneur. So that's it for today's Tea Talk. I hope you liked it and found it useful and empowering. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you don't miss anything, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this right now. I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye bye.